If you weren't aware, on October 7th, Hamas militants stormed into Israel and launched a surprise attack, killing over 1,000 Israelis and taking hundreds hostage. Israeli Defense Forces mounted a swift response, triggering a war between the nation and Hamas. Politics aside, the intersection between geopolitics and global industries is a complex one. In this video, I want to shed light on the critical link between regional tensions and the insurance policies that keep airlines soaring. In light of the attacks and the retaliatory strikes, most foreign airlines have suspended or reduced flights. Others have scrambled to evacuate tourists out of Israel. While global airlines have canceled flights to Tel Aviv, Israel's 3 carriers have expanded their flights to repatriate the country's citizens and bring back reservists from abroad. Of course, flying into and out of that region comes at a risk to the airlines, and underwriters are fully aware of that. Aviation war insurers can issue a 7-day notice of cancellation or other changes to the terms and conditions in the event of a major conflict they feel will make the long-term insurance risk too great. As a result, it is believed that Israeli airlines, El Al and Arkia, have received these notices of cancellation, while Israel Air has confirmed it has not been served notice yet by its insurers. Fortunately, because of the coverage cancellations, Israel's Parliamentary Finance Committee has approved a plan to provide a state guarantee of $6 billion to cover insurance against war risks to Israeli airlines. This will ensure the continuity of air operations in Israel. While airlines based outside Israel are not facing cancellations for their coverage in the region, they are facing other restrictions. For example, some insurers want regular updates. Others are requiring that airlines leave their aircraft on the ground at airports in Tel Aviv for no more than a few hours, or are requiring that airlines avoid refueling stops at those airports. Airlines are not yet facing additional premiums for their scheduled flights. However, special flights to evacuate people from Israel are considered by insurers to be material change to an airline's policy, and airlines are facing additional premiums of between 0.05% to 0.1% of the value of the aircraft for those flights. To make those numbers a little bit easier to understand, a brand new Boeing 747 costs about $418 million. The additional premium for a special evacuation flight using this jet could cost an airline as much as $418,000. Going back to the coverage cancellations for Israeli airlines, I kept asking myself why this was happening as I was doing my research on this topic. You see, airlines normally take out 2 types of policies. The first is an all risks policy, which covers physical damage to the aircraft and passenger liability. The second is a war policy, specifically for war or terror-related losses to the aircraft. We can assume that the standard policy has war exclusions, meaning that the policy will not pay for losses from war-related events. But if Israeli airlines had a war policy, that would or should continue to provide coverage against potential war-related losses. So then we have to ask ourselves, do Israeli airlines have war risk insurance? The obvious answer is of course they do. And this can be confirmed by the Reuters news article that states that aviation war insurers have given notice to cancel coverage. We must remember that for any insurance policy, there are exclusions or perils that are not covered. We must also understand the concept of material change, which is a significant change in a situation that can affect an agreement, or in this case, an insurance policy. While we don't know the specifics of the terms and conditions, we do know that these war insurers are leveraging the fine print to cancel coverage. As mentioned earlier, the Israeli government has quickly stepped in to provide that $6 billion guarantee, allowing El Al, Arkia, and Israel Air to continue their much-needed air operations. As we conclude this explanation of the Israel-Palestine conflict and its impact on airline insurance, I hope you've learned something new about this less explored aspect of the insurance industry. If you found this video informative, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching.